Viewers, my nose has become an arrow. It has disappeared, the problem has resolved itself. Anyway, behind me you see a bunch of cows. And today we are going to be slaughtering them. Well, not all of them, but some of them, so we can get leather. So we can make books. So we can start enchanting. But cow genocide aside, we are also going to need more than just the leather. We are also going to need paper. So I have started digging out some trenches here. And what I'm thinking is I'm going to set up a very sort of basic sugarcane farm. I'm thinking just going to have these trenches going down like this, and we're going to have water along them, and we're going to have sugarcane. Nothing big, nothing fancy, just a simple way, at least to begin with, to have some sugarcane so that we can actually make books and what we need. So, just going to very quickly make this look good. Of course, I'm going to terraform it. What did you expect? So that it looks good. And what we can do then, we can make a little hut that sort of has the where we can store the supplies. We're also going to have to get some stone and actually fix the terrain here, because right now the terrain is looking quite terrible due to the fact that we tore it to shreds looking for resources earlier. So I'm going to collect the sugarcane over here, because that is going to be quite nice to have. We have some sugarcane on us, but the more I can get, well, the easier it's going to be, because then we can fill out as much as possible straight away rather than having to wait. So I see there's some sugarcane over there, so we're going to collect that as well. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to collect that sugarcane, get that little farm set up, and once that has started yielding results and we've slaughtered some cattle, hopefully we'll have the books that we need to start, well, first of all, making the enchanting table, but afterwards being able to actually start making some books and enchants that will help us, because we are going to be needing these enchantments when we tackle what I plan to be the next part of this, and that is we are going to go through this portal right here. No, don't blow up! You sodding bollock, I'm going to slap you. No! There are some days where I just hate everything. Got bad news for you, cows. Sorry. 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 How many do I need? How the heck do you make a book? Well, with the leather taken care of, we have one of the two bits we need, but before we can actually start crafting this up, we also need to get paper. And as you saw previously, I started making a little sugarcane farm. However, I didn't have too much. I've planted some of it, as you can see, but if we want to get that thing going at a decent rate, what we need to do is we need to sort of go out and do some exploring and see if maybe we can, with some luck, find some more sugarcane and speed up the process. And who knows, maybe we'll find some other neat resources along the way. Well, okay then, viewers, another development. As I have gone out looking for more sugarcane, I have stumbled across another village. Now, this village is further south than the others, and for some reason, I had not noticed this before. It was just outside of the render distance from my base, meaning I couldn't see it. But, I mean, since we're already here, I'm thinking, let's have a look at what they have. Because, I mean, given how unlucky we were with the first two villages, we could get really lucky, and maybe there's some valuables in here that we can use. Jackpot. A bunch of maps. And a cartography table. Let's keep that, actually. And... do we have... are you a librarian? No, you're a cartographer. Apologies for disturbing your sleep, sir. Carry on. It's getting dark. We might have to hide here until tomorrow. Well, okay then. Sun is rising, but we are in a bit of a predicament. You see, 3 creepers and an iron golem is what I have just outside this door. And I have a feeling this is going to get ugly. Nice. Oh no, don't blow up the villages! Oh, that was good. Okay. Okay, so your basic... oh, you don't have a workstation. Okay, you all have the same exact traits. Alright, so let's just check to see if there's any more valuables here. It doesn't look like it. And I've checked all the big houses and I've checked the small houses. Alright, in that case, we have basically looked at this. However, there's one thing I did find. A saddle. And I'm thinking I really want a horse. Oh dear. 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 There you go. Now that wasn't too hard. Right. In that case, we ride back home. And as we approach our base, hopefully we now have what we need to set up the enchanting table. There's one thing that just dawned on me, and that is we do not have any leads. So what I'm going to do... okay, horse, stay there. Now, if I remember correctly, I actually think... yes. I was about to say, I think we got some leads from the buried treasure we collected earlier. So now... oh, please tell me the horse hasn't run off. He hasn't. Goody good. You there. Come with me. There we go. And we're going to tie you up right there. Alright, so that is the horse taken care of. Now let's get this sugarcane in the ground. Well, okay then. It isn't much, but it is a start. That is about a stack of sugarcane in. And hopefully that is going to help us get even more. But luckily, we managed to pick up a bunch of paper over at the other place. So what we're going to do now, we're going to make 3 books, which is basically what we had the materials to do. We're going to pick up some glass, and we actually now have enough materials to make 3 enchanting tables. But I think we're going to settle with the 1, and we're going to make an enchanting setup. I would say right about here. Do we want it to... you see, it isn't going to work in terms of width because I've made it with a 2 middle. But yeah, it's gonna have to do. So what we're gonna do, so I guess the bookshelves are gonna be there and around there, which means it's gonna have to be there. So that is where we put the enchanting table, and we should now we can get unbreaking or efficiency. I mean, we're going to have to make better tools later. But what I'm thinking is, I want to get a slightly upgraded. Right, we really need to sort through our things here because we have a whole bunch of things. So let me just quickly sort through all of this, and I'll get back to you. Okay, that has been sorted. Now, we have 9 diamonds left. And the big question is, do we want to make tools or do we want to make other things? And I'm thinking, let's start with a shovel, because I use the shovel quite a lot. let's start with the axe, because we need a lot of wood, and that means we have 5 left. So we can either make... we can make a helmet, or we can make boots, but we can't do both. So I'm saying let's do the helmet, and we'll save... and then we won't have any diamonds left. But what we're going to do then, we're going to use our 20 levels to see what we can get. So protection or projectile protection. I'm going to go with protection. Oh, we only got protection. For the axe, ooh, we can get efficiency 2. That's very nice. Didn't get anything else. We can get well, let's try that one, I guess. Didn't help. And finally, we can get efficiency and unbreaking. Let's try unbreaking. And we only got unbreaking. Okay, so we basically got nothing. Oh, well. And what I'm going to do, I have 2 books now that we are going to save. But, yeah, that is pretty much it for a start. So we're going to put the lapis are going to go in here. And as you can see, we have a bunch of stuff now. We need to try to be somewhat reasonable with our supplies. Well, okay then, viewers. So we have kept mining, and we have managed to get some more diamonds, even though, honestly, it's not going as quick as I want to. However, mining below means that hopefully the sugarcane farm has been growing steadily, so that we can get out there and expand it and replant it, because seeing as we now have the enchanting setup at a certain point, I was thinking it would be really nice if we can manage to get some more books and bookshelves before we end this episode. Maybe even we can get what we need to do some fairly high level enchants. And I know what you're thinking, Phali, if you were going to do that, then why did you enchant your tools to begin with? And the answer is simple. I honestly didn't plan to do that today, but I ended up splitting the footage so that I now have not enough footage for 2 episodes, but too much footage for 1. So what you're watching now was actually, well, not what you're watching now, but the previous clips you've been watching was actually recorded for episode 4, which has become episode 5. And because I have been under the weather after getting my second jab, it's actually been a couple of days. So what I am hoping now is I really want to see if we can manage to get to the point where we can actually do some proper enchanting by the end of this episode, and hopefully, as I said, make some more bookshelves so that we can actually get level 3 enchants, which basically means waiting, harvesting, replanting, breeding, etc. You know, rinse and repeat. So I'm gonna sort of go back and forth between being a farmer and being a miner, and hopefully the next time you see me, we are getting close to getting the bookshelves ready. Well, viewers, the word you're looking for is fuck, because that creeper just blew me the heck up, causing me to lose all my levels. Luckily, the creeper didn't blow up my stuff, which would have made me very, very mad, seeing as I had a bunch of diamonds on me. So what we're going to do, we're going to deposit the valuables before we keep having accidents. And we're going to see if we can get our stuff sorted here. Did that bastard blow up my shovel? I panicked there for a second. Okay. False alarm. We have our shovel still. But what we need to do, we really need to cover that bit up, because we can't have that happening again. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Views, developments, and not the good kind. So it appears we finally have visitors, and the big question is now, can I hide in here, or will they eventually find me? I'm not overly fond of this. I don't have a bow and arrow. I'm not really equipped for a fight. And there's 4 of them and 1 of me. And they have enchanted stuff. I am not very confident. If I can manage to get 1 of them, and steal his crossbow, that would really help. Okay, so the second I enter the house again, he sort of forgets about me. Hello. Are you here to talk about my car's extended warranty? You know what? I just had an idea. We, of course, have iron. And we have planks. Which means we can make a shield. Which is good news. Why didn't I think of this? Okay, so we're going to leave all our valuables. And we're going to take that shield and put in our offhand. And I'm thinking we're going to give this a go. Sod it, let's go for it. Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. There you go. Oh, you have piercing on these, you sodding bollock. Die, die, die. Okay, 1 of them down. Oh, they have piercing on their crossbows. Did not drop any of the crossbows, unfortunately. There we go. Will you drop your crossbow for me? Nope. That means there's 1 of them left. Because I think there was 4. No, there's 2 of them left. Okay, so they are down there, and it's the big kahuna right there. Okay, I have an idea. Come on. Ow, spiffy. Didn't work. Didn't work. Oh. Why don't I have any water like a normal person? I'm gonna die now. I am a massive, incredible bellend. Right, so Operation Lava didn't work because the bloody sand collapsed. No, you don't, you bollock. Okay. I think the other one is behind there. Go. Okay, now let's pick up our lava. Because that's our lava. So he basically got yeeted into that cave there. I was not aware that there is in fact a cave down here. The big question then is, do we want to actually go into that cave in order to get him? I'm thinking no. I'm thinking let's just leave that guy for now. That does, however, put us in one predicament. While we now have a very fancy banner that we can put on our wall, we now have bad omen, which means going near the villagers is now absolutely a no-no. But yeah, maybe this means we can go to the nether a bit quicker than planned. would be great news. But before we do that, I really want to improve our enchants at least a tiny bit. And now that we have some more diamonds, hopefully we can get some more kit. And I'm also going to make some golden boots or something, so that we don't have to worry about the piglins and whatnot attacking us. And also, we now have enough sugarcane, I think, that we can actually fill this up. Right, farm is now full, and we still have a bunch of sugarcane left. So hopefully, if we also get some leather, we should now have... We have 2 leather. We should have enough to maybe make a couple of bookshelves. Well, okay then. Viewers, give me a second to just kill this guy. There we go. We have just spent a large amount of time breeding up and, well, murdering cows. And as you can see, we now have a full stack of leather. And with some luck, we should at this point also have enough sugarcane to make enough paper to make the books, because if I remember correctly, you need 3 books for each shelf, meaning that we need 45 books, and you need 1 leather and 3 paper, meaning that we need, well, we have the leather we got, we're going to need 45 of those, and also we're going to need then, okay, that's going to be 15 times 3 times 3, so times 9. So we're going to need 135 paper, so 2 stacks and a few. 2 stacks and... It's going to be 2 stacks and 7 if my math is correct. So hopefully with this sugarcane here, we have what we need. Let's just make sure we collect everything. We're now... Oh yeah, we have a ton. So let's head up here. Put the... Okay, we actually need to move things. We're just going to put the sugarcane in here for now. You can see my storage system as a concept is already collapsing, but this is to be expected. So let's turn all of that into paper. That is going to be plenty enough. And let's make... We actually have enough to make a whole stack of books, which is nice. We actually have to make a stack in 3, so let's do that. And with the wood I collected while waiting, we should then... Yes, there we go. So let's make 15 of those. And putting them in this pattern should work. And we now have 6, 9, 12... Yeah. So it doesn't look even. I mean, we can make another bookshelf, honestly, just to make it look correctly. We can also pick up the ore. Did do some mining. Did not get lucky getting more lapis. I did not get any diamond either, so that's a bit unfortunate. But what I'm going to do now, if I am correct, there we go. We now have the max level of enchanting. So what we're going to do then... We're going to make some sticks, and we're going to get our, there we go, our iron and our diamonds. We're going to smelt up. Oh, we've cooked some steak, I forgot about that. We're going to put some iron in there and smelt it, and hopefully we'll have enough to make an anvil. We're going to need 3 iron blocks. And then hopefully with the other iron we're going to have enough to make some. So I keep going back and forth. I'm not very good at this. So let's make another diamond pick. And we're going to take that diamond pick and try and enchant it. And we will get efficiency 4 straight away. Are we going to be very lucky? Hell yeah. Efficiency 4 silk touch unbreaking. Oh. That is music to my ears. Nice. And we still have 33 levels. So I'm thinking... Let's make ourselves a proper sword. Sharpness 4. Fire aspect sharpness, I can live with it. It'll cook the animals for me. And we have 30 levels. Are we gonna let's see, can we get a good ooh. Got an efficiency 4 book. Alright, so that means there we go, we have enough to make an anvil. So place the anvil over here. We're actually gonna put some torches here because that looks a bit borderline. And we're gonna put that and that. And we're gonna have our first piece of efficiency 5 kit. And that is not bad for episode 5, honestly. But yeah. Alright, we got our enchanting setup. We still need to... yeah, we still need to work on our gear. But I'm thinking... I do have enough levels. Are we going to... yeah, you know what? Let's very quickly try and enchant it, shall we? Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, but it is better than it was. We are better protected now than we were earlier. And what we're going to do, we're going to take all of these spare tools that we honestly don't need anymore, and we're going to try and put it to the side for now. And there we go. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to have to be it for this episode. We finally have a fully kitted enchanting setup. We have a good sword, we have a wicked pickaxe, and we actually have fully enchanted gear, even though it isn't ideally enchanted. And that means that I'm thinking that we are ready to go venturing into the nether. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to have to wait until the next episode. And until then, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye!